Hey everyone, here are the answers to the Unit 1.1 quiz test prep problems. So for the first part you had to simplify each expression. So remember, for these you want to combine like terms. So I can combine the 4x and then the 12x to make that a 16x. And then a 5y, and remember, that's a negative 10y. So 5y and negative 10y is a negative 5y. That's the first one. The second one we need to distribute. So 3 times x is 3x, plus 3 times 2 is 6, plus 4 times x is 4x, and then 4 times negative 5 is minus 20. And then 3x and 4x combine to 7x. And then 6 plus negative 20 is minus 14. So 7x minus 14 is our simplified expression. Alright, for the next part you had to classify each number as rational or irrational. Alright, now remember, anytime you see the word rational, think of the word ratio, which means fraction. Alright, if it can be written as a fraction, it's rational. So 34.2 is rational. Alright, this one repeats, right? So because it repeats, it's also rational. The square root of 49 is 7, and 7 can be written as 7 over 1, so that one is rational. The cube root of 125 is 5, and 5 can be written as a fraction, so that's rational. The square root of 10 is irrational. And then last but not least, this one keeps on going forever. There's no pattern, so this one is also irrational. Alright, for these problems, you had to simplify the expressions. When A is 3, B is 9, and C is negative 4. So remember, order of operations is key with these problems. Okay? So when in doubt, write them out. So A, B. Well, A is 3 times B, which is 9. So 3 times 9 plus. Now B again is 9 times negative 4. So that's going to be 27 plus negative 36, which reduces down to negative 9. Alright, that's the first one. Second one, b squared minus c. Alright, so it's going to be 9 squared minus, now c is negative 4. So this is going to be 81. And now remember, when we subtract the negative, it's the same as adding. So 81 plus 4 gives us 85. This one here, we have a times b plus c to the power of a. So again, I'm going to fill in each one of these blanks. So it's going to be 3 times, b is going to be 9 plus negative 4 to the a power, which is 3. Okay, now order operations, I have to simplify the parentheses. So it's going to be 3 times 5 to the third power. Now I got to do the exponents. So 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. So 3 times 125, this is messy, equals 375. Alright, the last problems you had to solve for n. Alright, remember, anytime you solve an equation, what you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. I know you've heard me say that a few times. So this first one, I'm going to add 4 to both sides. So now we get 5 times n equals negative 5. And then divide by 5. And n equals negative 1. Alright, again, I recommend on the quiz, take a minute, take that negative 1, plug it in, and make sure it stays balanced. Alright, the next one we have a variable on both sides. So I'm going to subtract 4n from both sides. So now we have 6n plus 22 equals negative 8. Now I'm going to take away 22. And we have 6n equals negative 30. And then divide by 6. And n is going to equal negative 5. Alright, the third one. 10n minus 100 equals 5 times 2n minus 20. So I'm going to distribute the 5 first. So that's going to make it 10n minus 100. And I can actually stop there because if you notice, on this side we have 10 and minus 100. And on this side, it's the exact same thing. That means it's going to be all solutions. Alright, so any value of n can work. Now for this one, this is actually the opposite. This is going to be a no solution because no matter what n is, right, no matter what number it is, this side will never be the same as this side. Alright, because on this side we're adding 5 to 25n, and this side we're taking away 3 to 25n. So it'll never be balanced. Finally, this one, 3/4 n plus 1 equals 16. Take away 1 from both sides, and you get 3/4 n equals 15. And now, just don't forget how to deal with the fraction here. This is 3/4 times n, so you multiply by the reciprocal, which is really dividing. That's a 3. So I'm going to multiply this side by 4/3. And the point of that move is that these 3's cancel out, and these 4's cancel out, right? And that's going to give us 15 times 4 is 60. And 1 times 3 is 3. And that reduces down to 20.